Our blessing cup is a communion with the blood of Christ. Happy Holy Week. We begin the Triduum with Holy Thursday. And a couple of really important things happen on Holy Thursday. We have the institution of the priesthood, and we also have the institution of the Holy Mass, the Feast of the Lord's Supper. Have you ever learned about something in life that gives you, it's like you completely stops your day, you get goosebumps, chills, your hands go numb, and it's some kind of revelation. It doesn't have to be about church, just a relationship. You've suddenly discovered a detail about a friend, you were revealed something about work, and you just can't move for a moment because you're so blown away by this detail that's been in front of you maybe for years that it stops you in your tracks. This is what happened with me reading scripture and discovering the Mass and how it pertains to the Old Testament as well, specifically the Jewish Passover. I came across some details and I sort of froze and could not believe what I was reading. I didn't have words to think or say. It was just so incredible to read. And these are the readings this weekend. This is the exact topic. What I came to realize is that, with a lot of things, but with the Holy Mass especially, God had been planning this the whole time. And it was in plain sight the whole time. And we come to realize this later with Jesus, as we do many sacraments and many things about the church today. But specifically with the Mass. And so what the first reading does is take us back to the Passover, the original Passover meal with Moses and the Israelites and escaping Pharaoh, and we know that great story. Well, God gives some very specific instructions to Moses to tell the people. He says, I want you to take a 1-year-old lamb, and I want you to consume it, eat it as a family. So there would be the Haas family lamb, and the Smith family lamb, and the McGillicuddy family lamb, and so everybody had a lamb. You would cook it, you would eat it, and you would collect its blood in a bowl. Okay, and you would take, very specifically now, you would take a hyssop branch and, take the blood in the bowl, and you would paint your doorposts with this blood. And you would be passed over if you had this blood of the lamb on your doorpost. Okay, it's the Feast of Passover. Passover for the Jewish people forms into this sacred meal, very ritual, very liturgical, honestly. And there would be 5 cups of wine at the Seder meal. If you've ever been to a recreation of a Seder meal, those 5 cups of wine. The first cup is the cup of sanctification, the cup of deliverance, the cup of redemption, the cup of praise, and the 5th cup would be left unconsumed. And that was for if Elijah came into the room, which was the prayer. Boy, maybe Elijah will come. Hopefully he does. And if he came into the room, there would be a cup of wine for him. In the Gospel of John, Jesus is dying, and he's up on the cross. This is John chapter 19, verse 29. Go reflect on this chapter. Jesus is up on the cross, and he says, I thirst. And so what do? They take a hyssop branch, and they offer him a sponge of wine. Now, wait a minute. This is the exact branch that was used by Moses to paint the doorposts of the Israelites. This is the moment that my heart about skipped 100 beats. I couldn't believe what I was reading, because it clearly designates Jesus as the new Passover lamb that we consume as a church family. Whew, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. And so it's at that moment before he dies that Jesus consumes the 5th cup of the Seder meal that was reserved for Elijah. But this is the Messiah now, fulfilling everything, consumes the 5th cup of the Passover meal, and he institutes for us the Holy Mass and the Holy Eucharist here on Holy Thursday. This is Psalm 116. for all the good he has done for me. The cup of salvation I will take up, and I will call upon the name of the Lord. Our blessing cup is a communion with the blood of Christ. Precious in the eyes of the Lord is the death of his faithful ones. I am your servant, the son of your handmaid. You have loosened my bonds. Our blessing cup is a communion with the blood of Christ. To you will I offer sacrifice of thanksgiving, and I will call upon the name of the Lord. My vows to the Lord I will pay in the presence of all his people. Our blessing